The gaming industry is absolutely cooked. There's never been a point in time where this industry felt like a damn phantom, a ghost of itself. The PS5 came out 5 years ago, and this generation felt like it never even happened. It feels like the very first filler generation of gaming. And no, things aren't gonna get better, especially if the rumor about Sony switching to a more multimedia focus rather than course correcting their gaming output. I guess they didn't really learn shit from Microsoft. No new games by the big dogs are actually good. Every game that gets a shred of hype is usually some lazily slapped together remake or remaster, or some indie slop that usually takes elements from better games. This is the first time where I've actually felt disconnected from the gaming industry, that I don't even know what's really coming out. I know of a few games like Ninja Gaiden 4, a game that either could be a callback to a time where the gaming industry was healthy, fun, and creative action games flourished that weren't trying to be cinematic movie copy and paste garbage to win awards on a discount video game equivalent of the Oscars, or God forbid, Beyond Good and Evil 2, a game that, no pun intended, is beyond cursed. A game that has been in development hell for over 15 years that should have come out on the PS3, was cancelled, reworked, and still hasn't come out. And then the creator of the game left the gaming industry. The lead director died, and worst of all, it's a game published by Ubisoft, a company that's seen better days. And even if the game does come out, it probably won't live up to the hype. It's a game after all, where the first installment has been remastered not once, but twice. Again, before the second installment has even come out. That's pretty insane. Xbox is completely irrelevant. When you're putting one of your only two known IPs that you have on a rival competitor's system after 20 years, you've given up. Of course, the blatant pandering to people who are definitely not their target audience may have not just led us to this point. I feel like the lack of competition or competitive drive, plus the need to pander to those unsettling crowds, is what really killed Microsoft. Not even the lack of new IPs, as any new IP they would have made would have just met the same fate. Hell, you can look at that now cancelled Perfect Dark as an example. I guess that's the curse of this whole diversity approach. Nintendo is whatever. How many times can you play the same Mario spin-off game for the millionth time and not get bored? Nintendo gets away with the higher price tag because Nintendo fans are livid drones. They will literally buy the same games from the eShop every new console generation and have to pay for it again and again. While at the same time, the Xbox 360 to the Series X lets you keep all of your digital store purchases. I don't like Microsoft anymore, but you gotta at least give them props for allowing a seamless library transfer for every console generation. Nintendo's high price tag will obviously incentivize more companies to do the same, but since Nintendo games are singular plat and rarely go on sale compared to Sony and Microsoft stuff, which goes on sale all the time, it really ain't a big deal. The fans will complain, but Mario Kart 15 will be the best selling game of all time, like it always is. It's not really a big deal, especially if you don't care about most games coming out nowadays, like me, because there's rarely anything good. The gaming industry just sucks now. It's gonna always suck. I've long since come to the conclusion it'll never be good again. There may be one or two games that come out a year that are decent, that aren't boring Souls-born games, but the industry as a whole is too broken beyond repair. The industry makes more than the film and book industry combined. Too many greedy palms have overtaken it, on top of a consumer base that cares so little about quality control. Every good idea that's ever been had has already been done. That's why there's so many remakes and remasters that fluctuate in quality. They can't even get remakes and remasters right. There's never gonna be some renaissance or resurgence that just completely overhauls the gaming industry. Just play the old stuff. It's more stimulating and fun without having to appease people who never cared for this industry to begin with. The industry just became way too big for its own good. Oh well, that's life.